Bitcoin by Zachary Epstein. So when Bitcoin started in 2009, it was started by a group of people who stayed anonymous but went by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto, and it was decent. It was a currency that's decentralized, meaning it's not owned by one person or a central bank or i.e. a government. And the Bitcoin transactions are actually monitored from peer to peer. In less than 10 years, there were estimates of 2.9 to 5.8 million unique users. Gained popularity pretty quick. With the uses of Bitcoin, um, the way people use it, it's mainly linked with illegal activity because when you exchange any currency into Bitcoin is not tracked. None of the transactions are tracked. And the cryptocurrency is something that is universal to all, no matter where you are located in the world. So the use makes it greater for anybody. The use of Bitcoin actually requires more electricity than regular currency because of the computers it needs to mine the actual coin itself. And uses of Bitcoin continued. Uh, it doesn't have an actual form, but it's represented digitally. But it's also being slowly accepted at various locations because people think that it's not. They think that it'll fail. Like banks don't want to partner with Bitcoin, or accept it because they feel like the transactions could be false. And some banks who do partner with them and uh, they accept it. They have Visa cards that exchange it to the currency you need with a swipe. The design of Bitcoin, when it is purchased, traded, or exchanged, it goes through what's called a blockchain. Blockchain, it records a transaction to prevent double spending, meaning once a transaction happens, it is sent and cannot be undone. Ledgers track down the transfers of promissory notes. The part of the blockchain, this part of the blockchain is the only part to be considered to exist as unspent outputs of transactions, meaning this is possibly the only place that you can tell that something has exchanged rates right here. Now, the reason of Bitcoin, it started for the reason of a decentralized currency. So they didn't want just one person over it. They didn't want the government because the government controls the how much currencies in the world or in the country, and uh, Bitcoin, there's only a certain amount that was made and hidden out there in the internet. So it's peer to peer instead of being controlled. The decentralized currency made transactions faster, made fees lower, eliminated chargebacks, and it protected against inflation, as well as you had the ownership of currency. This currency had just started the electronic world of currency, and since Bitcoin, it has forever been evolving. How it has advanced. In 2011, uh, the major users were black markets, a market to sell illegal goods. Open source currency had gained regulatory guidelines for decentralized virtual currencies. So they put basically they kind of wanted to make guidelines for what you could use it for, not wanting you to use it for illegal goods, but they really can't stop you. Before the price had reached, excuse me, before the price had reached this all-time high in 19,783.06 in December 2018. The first 6 months, it 6 months before that, before December, it had 761 million worth of cryptocurrencies were stolen. Thinking, they didn't, I don't know who stole them, because can't track it. Future, Bitcoin is going. I think it's going to become the number one universal currency because it's when it gets accepted by anywhere. Anybody can use it because it's a universal currency that anybody can exchange to. But it's going to take some time to get there. When the price of Bitcoin caps over 100,000 US dollars, then it will be known by everyone, and not only the people who are already invested in it, the people who want to start investing in it because they think, they'll get money out of it now. They that will make the price rise more, and it's just gonna, pick up from there and be a rolling stone. Soon, all places will start accepting it because of that high rise in the price, and it'll become what everybody uses. Like, that's the end.